What up, yo? Man, I just whoa, man, I had a lot of fun tonight, man, watching Lucha Underground, man. It was a pretty good show. I had to say though, the first match was Puma versus the Moth or whatever, the new guy. I didn't see enough of the new guy to make an opinion about him, but I was entertained, man. Prince Puma is a beast. I don't know how he flew under the radar of so many of these promotions, especially TNA. They're struggling really bad. But man, Prince Puma is a beast, though. Check out my Instagram, man. Big Guns Lou. You'll see some clips that I left there from Prince Puma, a match with the Muff. Um, it was a good match, man. It was entertaining. It was short. Then of course, Puma won, and at the end of the match, Hernandez come from the crowd, and he made it seem like he was gonna have a match right there and then, but he backed down. After that, we had a match between Devari and Tejano. Uh, it was okay match, man. I mean, um, Tejano is not a high flying, a lot of moves type of guy. He more of a uh, um, not a grappler, but more of a bruiser type of wrestler. And Devari is also more technical type of guy. He's not really high flying guy. So, you have your typical classic wrestling match. It wasn't bad, but you're so used to every Wednesday watching this high octane guys that pull these crazy moves. So it was pretty mellow show today, with a session of the main event. We get on that real in a minute. But the first two matches were kind of mellow for me in comparison to other past episodes and whatnot. We found out that Chavo Guerrero is gonna come back. He has a beard. Chavo Guerrero should leave the beard on man, because Chavo Guerrero looks like totally different with the beard. He matches his character a lot better. But apparently he's gonna help that new female wrestler that wants to take revenge on Cueto brother and whatnot for killing her family. So he's gonna be protecting her. So we'll see. They still on the storyline, So then after that, we find out that next week, Mil Montes once again is gonna have a match with Phoenix. Now it's a death match. Uh, you know, I don't want to continue to see the same two wrestlers go against each other. I think that the match between Phoenix and Mil Muertos should be this. The next match should be the end of it, since it's to the death. It's a death match, so it should be the end of that. But I want to see it no more. I want to see no more of it. Um, of them coming to fighting together against each other. I would like to see Mil Muerte goes against Pentagon Junior. That would be a nice match. Hopefully, we'll see that soon. But after that, we had the main event. On the match between Tejano and Devari. Apparently, Devari paid Big Rick, and Big Rick got involved with the match. We'll see how's that gonna end. A Big Rick and Tejano match will be kind of boring, in my opinion, to watch, because Big Rick it's not the most mobile, athletic type of wrestler. So I'm not looking forward to seeing that. But the uh, the main event, man, the main event was a ladder match for the trios championships, and the way they had the trio championship set up, up high, it was really nice. They had some type of they had all three of them on some kind of hanger type of thing. It was very well done, and the crowd was very excited. Man, the energy of a Lucha Underground crowd is freaking unbelievable, man. It's so much energy, dude. I mean, you don't see that in WWE at all anymore. They play, they play through the speakers, recordings of people screaming, but the crowd itself is pretty much dead in WWE. Um, but it was a good match. I mean, Evilise, she's for real hurting, like she just in one leg, and so she wasn't really involved too much on the match. But even though that was the case, the other two wrestlers, Son of Havoc and Angelico, put a hell of a show. The crew did better this time around. Um, they put off some nice moves. They look better than they ever looked before. So, one of the crew members uh, got thrown through the broken uh, window from last week's show, and then he came running through the window, jumped through the window, and hit Havoc, I believe it was. That was kind of neat. And then, man, Angelico pulled a hell of a move. I got it on my Instagram. Make sure you go check it out. But Angelico got up in a drafters like he did when he won the championship. And this time around, one of the Cortez, I believe is his name, Cortez was climbing the ladder, and Angelico ran from the top of the office, okay, and he drop kick Cortez off the ladder, man. That was amazing. Dude, I never seen nothing like that, fam. I had never seen nothing like that. It was incredible, yo. It was like wow, wow. It was bad, man. It was bad. I mean, unbelievable, man. So the main event was really nice. But the other two matches, they were not as entertaining because they didn't have those high flying or just fancy moves. Puma is always nice to watch, but that second match, man, I gotta admit that second match was a dud. It was a dud, man. I wasn't captivated at all by it. But overall, Vampiro had his interview with Mundo. Um, Overall, man, I was entertained. The 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 whole show is an hour, and only maybe 10 minutes of it was a late letdown. But the rest of the hour, I was entertained. Very much. I like the cut scenes this time around. They were fun to watch. The matches, the interview. I mean, for the exception of that second match, the rest of the show was good. So this time around, I give the show a B. It was a B show. So if you haven't watched it, you could catch it on Saturdays on some Spanish channel. I don't remember it. But if not, you could look into in the internet, man. You could see it. I heard my boy told me that they'll have the show on YouTube. But if not, man, next Wednesday you could see it at 7 o'clock on El Rey Network, man. El Rey Network. So check it out, dog. Peace and adios. Subscribe.